Hello, students. This is a video to help you understand repeating decimals, and specifically taking fractions and turning them into repeating decimals. But in order to be able to do that, you have to know what a repeating decimal is. So the definition here says, repeating decimals, a decimal that shows a repeating pattern of numbers and is usually shown with a bar on top of the numbers that repeat. Okay, so definitions are no good unless you have examples. So here's some examples for you. So examples, if I have 0.99999999999 and it would go on forever, that would be written as 0.9 with a line over the 9, showing that the 9 repeats forever. But this is a much easier way of writing that because this would go on forever and would never stop. So this just lets us know that 0.9 with the 9 repeating and the 9 goes on forever. All right, but you can have more than one number repeat. For example, when you see the second example, 1.232323232323, it would go on forever and ever and ever. Since the 23 repeats, it would be written as 1.23. Notice there's no line over the 1 because the 1 does not repeat. The 1 only occurs once, but the 232323 repeats. So therefore, there's a line over the 23. Moving on to the next example, 8.9444444 would be written as 8.94 with a line only over the 4, because as you notice, only the 4 repeats. The 8 doesn't repeat, the 9 does not repeat, so there's no line over the 8 or the 9, but there's a line over the 4 because the 4 repeats. Okay. And then one more example, and I hope that you'll get it with that. 1.0235656565656, on and on and on and on and on, with that 56 going on forever, would be written as 1.02356 with a line over the 56, because only the 56 repeats in the decimal, 0, 2, 3, and the 1 do not repeat. Okay, so that's an example of, or examples of, some repeating decimals. So what you're going to see in this video is I'm going to demonstrate for you 6 different problems that deal with the concept of taking a fraction and turning it into repeating decimals. And hopefully you already see lines over some of the answers. Okay, and we'll break down what those are as we go through it. I'm going to go through these 6 problems with you, and then you will have further practice. You will have an additional practice on an Edpuzzle of some similar problems that you're going to do. So these problems that you'll be asked to do on the Edpuzzle are similar to the problems that I'm going to show you here. Okay, so as we talked about in class, the easiest way to take a fraction and turn it into a decimal is to divide. And the easiest way to do that is if we have a calculator handy, we can certainly use that. So we take the numerator, divide it by the denominator, or some people say take the top, divide it by the bottom number. So I'm going to do that in my calculator. And when I take my calculator and I divide 4 divided by 9, in my in my calculator, this is what comes up. It comes up as, choose this one, 0.444444, and on and on and on and on and on. So I want to look for the answer that looks like that, 0.444444. So I see 3 answers that could be it. It could be this one, maybe. Could be this one, maybe. Or it could be this one, maybe. Now, I know that the 4 repeats. And I know I also said that on this screen that the repeating pattern is shown with a line over the repeating number. So if I look here, even though there's 4 and 4, I don't see any line that repeats or line that would indicate there's a repeating decimal. So I'm going to eliminate this choice because that can't be it. And of course we eliminate these because they don't even look like anything up there. So are we here or are we here? Because they both have a line repeating over the 4. Okay, and the 4 repeats. So the question is it 0.04 repeating or 0.4 repeating? So looking up here, 0.4 repeating. There's no 0 after the decimal point. So I would have to eliminate this answer And I would have to say this is my answer. And I'm going to move that up so you can see. There you go, the line repeating. Okay, hopefully that was clear. So I'm going to try to do each problem like that. So kind of demonstrating to you what you have to do and the kind of thinking to do. Next, we have 1/12. So 1 divided by 12. 1 divided by 12. So on my screen, on my computer screen, I see this. I changed the color this time. Let's go blue here. I see 0.08333, and on and on and on. The 3 goes on forever. So right away, I hope I see that I can eliminate this answer and this answer and this answer, because they don't look anything like what's here. But both of these, this answer and this answer, do look like this. And they also both have a line over for a repeating number. And I know that I have a repeating number. So we'll start with answer choice B, 0.83. So the line is over the 8 and the 3. So if this answer was correct, it would mean that the 8 and the 3 repeated. So I go up here. Is the 8 and 3 repeating? No, only the 3 is repeating. So the 8 does not repeat. So I have to eliminate this answer because the 8 does not repeat. So I look at this answer, 0.083, meaning that the 3 repeats, and that's what matches here, 0.08 with a repeating 3. So therefore, that answer would be it. All right, now I go down here. I have a mixed number, a whole number with a fraction attached, 3 5/12. So I know that my answer is going to be 3 point something. And I'm not even going to worry about putting the 3 in my calculator because I know the 3 is going to be there. So I'm just going to take the fraction part and divide it. 5 divided by 12. Okay, so keep in mind the 3 is going to be attached to the answer. So 5 divided by 12. 5 divided by 12. In my calculator, I get 0.4166666666. So the 3 in place of the 0 on my screen, 4, 1, and 6, and 6, and 6, and 6, and 6, on and on and on and on forever. So I know it's got to look something like this. So right away, I'm going, nope, not that answer, because that is 41.12. All right, but I do have now, well, how about this one? Let's say no to this one too, because I see 416 with 6 repeating. This is 3.83, so no. So I have 3 possible answers. This one, and this one. So the question is, what repeats? Does the 3 repeat? No. Does the 4 repeat? No. Does the 1 repeat? No. Only the 6. So I'm looking for an answer where only the 6 repeats. So I look here, 3, that doesn't repeat. 4, that doesn't repeat. 1, that doesn't repeat. 6, that repeats, the only thing. So that must be the answer. I jump next door. Even though this looks similar, this answer would mean that the 1 and the 6 repeated, because there's a part of the line is over the 1. The 1 doesn't repeat. Same here, so bye-bye. So here, 3.416 with a line over all of them would mean the 4, the 1, and the 6 repeated, but they don't. Just the 6 repeats. So bye-bye there too. All right, so hopefully we see that's our answer. Jumping down here, it says number 4. What we're trying to find is which of these fractions would give us 0.27 repeating. So we can make a guess. Maybe this is it because it looks like it. But we know now, but just because something looks like something doesn't mean that's what it is. So the easiest thing to do is take each of these fractions, divide them in your calculator, and see when you get a 0.27 repeating answer. So I'm going to take 1/3, and I'm going to take 1 and divide it by 3. Well, that gives me 0.33333. So nope, that's not it. Then I have 3/10. So I'm going to take 3 and divide it by 10. Well, that gives me 0.3. Nah. Oh, let's try this one that looked like it. 2/7. Is it 2 divided by 7? Maybe it is. 2 divided by 7. No, because that gives me 0.2857. So nope, that's not 0.27 repeating. Let's try 3/11. 3 divided by 11. 3 divided by 11 equals. That gives me 0.27. Sorry. 0. Sorry. Little frog in my throat there. That gives me 0.272727. So therefore, this is the answer. Sorry about that cough there. And 5/8, just to try it, 5 divided by 8, that gives me 0.625, so that's not the answer. Next, I'm going to, in my calculator, 9/11. I'm going to divide that. 9 divided by 11 equals, that gives me 0.81818181. So I'm going to write it as 0.81, but I have to remember to put the bar over it because that would represent what came up on my calculator as 0.818181, etc. Okay, and last question, but not least, what number repeats in the decimal below? 0.8 with the repeating line over it. What number repeats? The 8 repeats. Okay, so if I was going to write it, I might think that that would equal 0.888 forever. So hopefully my coughing fit gave you a little laugh. I know I would laugh if I heard somebody on YouTube coughing. So hopefully this video was helpful though, and maybe that coughing made it memorable for you. Remember to look next for your Ed puzzle, where you will be asked to answer those questions. So hopefully this video was helpful, and I'll talk to you soon.